Yo, the cliffhangers are real in this series, people. Promised Neverland Chapter 8 Manga Review. Let me tell you something. That little girl with the glasses, she's a snitch. She's a snitch. Something is up with her. I don't like the aura that she's giving me. Something's wrong. I mean, even with Emma still doing her plan, acting it up with Mama, you know, hugging her, kissing her, like, oh, Mama, I love you so much. And she's like, okay, you can go play. And she's like, yay! And runs off, and they show the little girl with the glasses looking off on the distance like something's wrong. Something's concerning her. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I know a squiller when I see one. A little girl with the glasses, you are a squiller. You are, I'm telling you. But it seems like now everybody is gearing up for the matter at hand. You know, you got Mama doing her own thing. You got the kids plotting the escape and how to get rid of the trackers. Sister Krone is planning her own thing as we're speeding towards chapter 10, which is probably going to be the make or break chapter for this series. I don't think we have to worry about it being canceled or anything, or at least not for a while, because if Shonen Jump is putting it in the US magazine as soon as it comes out in Japan, it's definitely going to get past the 10 chapter test. But still, I think chapter 10 is when things is really going to hit the wall and things are really going to get bad, maybe worse, maybe good. We don't know, but I think chapter 10 is definitely going to be the chapter to look out for as we speed on into this very interesting, very dark shonen series. So in this chapter, we get Ray and Norman not only thinking outside the box, they're thinking outside the entire room as they start to peel back the layers of what can go on with these trackers and the consequences that they could face, because they're also taking in consideration into their escape plan that Norman says that, you know what, it might be something triggered for these trackers to actually go off if we try to leave the premises. So think about that. That can also work into their plan, because if they can find a way to get rid of the trackers and then maybe leave them once they get to where they're going, that could throw off whoever's trying to chase them to one spot while they still have time to escape. So Ray says, you know what, let me worry about that. Let me worry about the plan with us trying to get away. But that is something to consider, because again, I keep stressing, we don't know what these things are and we don't know what they're capable of. And something that I touched on last week is we saw that Connie had a flower coming out of her body when they found her corpse. Perhaps when these little seeds in the ear go off, maybe that's what that flower is. I touched on that last week. I still think that is a big moment, but the plan is on, just like I said, and we get big plays from Ray and Norman again coming up with the escape plan. But we also get some big moves from Emma as well, as Emma finally steps up, showing her intelligence, flexing her muscle in this series, because you know, Mama's probably confident that these kids won't run away, because maybe there is some type of mechanism within them that if they get too far or if they try to leave, it will explode, it will go off, it will do something. But what they were able to deduce is that the tracker that Mama has, she's able to track them, but she can't distinguish who is who. So they can probably like get the tracker and put it in something. Who knows what they can do? I'm pretty sure they're factoring this all in as they try to make their escape. But now we get on to Emma's plan, which I love, because it's about time this character stepped up with a plan of her own, because Ray and Norman were doing everything. So we know there's a contrast between Ray and Emma as far as how they're going to go about escaping, as Emma wants to take everybody with her, while Ray is being the realist by saying that we can't take everybody with us. Think about it. Some of these kids are stupid. We got a lot of babies. We got some slow people. Trying to take everybody is going to slow us down. However, Emma comes up with a plan that they're going to train the kids on how to escape by using tag. They're just going to make this a big game of tag, and then they're going to use Norman as the it character. So they're going to go into the forest with the kids. They're going to train, have Norman be it, and have everybody try to run from him. And that can throw off Mama, maybe even Krone, because it'll just look like they're out just child's playing, horse playing tag. But it is so much more than a game of tag, because remember, these kids are prodigies. These kids are smart. So they're doing things like they're covering their tracks so people chasing them can't find out where they are. They're using wind patterns to see where people are going. But it is the tutelage of Ray and Norman by telling them that you have to do so much more than that. Because think about it, if you're covering your tracks to try to find out where you're going, that person that you're trying to run from, they might be planning tracks to trace you. So put that into consideration. Don't get comfortable. And the kids are getting smarter and smarter by doing this, because now they're lasting longer in this game of tag than they ever would. And this is teaching them the basics for escape, as they are using this to get out of the orphanage. And I have to clap it up for these kids again. I commend them every week for using their brains and their strategies to outsmart who is probably the smartest person we're going to see in this chapter or in the series for a long time in Mama, because it's gonna take a lot of cunning to get away from her. And just when you think it's all fun and games, a kid is missing. They can't find out where she went, and here comes Krone out of nowhere with the tracker, like, hi, can I play too? And you know, the kids are looking like, yay, it's Sister Krone. So wow, it's like, first off, how did she find out where they were, and where did she get the tracker unless she has one just like Mama? But this has substantially changed the game, because if you remember last chapter, Ray and Norman were going over their escape plan, and they were wondering if Krone might have heard them, but then they kind of brushed it off. So it's possible that she heard them. Also, with her having a tracker too, she might have saw some strange activity with the kids and decided to investigate it themselves. Either way, they are in deep shit right now. They're trying to get past Mom and Krone, because I think they underestimated Krone. I didn't think they put her into the factor. I thought because they feel that she's under Mama, maybe she's not as smart, but you gotta remember, Krone is a product of the system just like them. So underestimating them is gonna be a really bad thing. But then again, like I said at the top of the review, that little girl with the glasses, she might have tipped them off. We don't know. But the biggest question I would like answered is, have we ever found out why Connie was outside of the gates anyway? Interesting. So I'm definitely looking forward to finding that out again. Another fantastic chapter of the Promised Neverland. Guys, let me know what you thought of this chapter in the comments. If you like this video, go ahead and drop it a like. And if you want to hear more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as there is not a shortage of content for you guys to indulge in on this channel. And as I always say, you guys can be anywhere on YouTube right now, but you chose to listen to me. I really appreciate that. So thanks for stopping by. On that note, it's your boy Infrar-Ed signing out. See you soon.